Hello friends. Another Steam sale is upon us. Join me today as I review some of the non-AAA games out there. If you are like me, you agonize all week over what to buy before making a final purchase on the final day of the sale. The games below are all my recommendations except for the last two, which were taken from the Hidden Gem subreddit. There is a link to all the games in the YouTube description. Oh, and if you are wondering why I'm doing text-to-speech today, it is because my kids are home for the summer and there is never a time to record that there isn't some background noise. First up is Bloons Tower Defense 6 for 99 cents. This is the fast food of tower defense games. It's good, it's cheap, you know exactly what you are getting. Sure, it's not going to win any innovation awards, but for the price point it doesn't need to. $428, Shibuya Scramble for $9.99. An interesting visual novel, Shibuya Scramble uses a mix of still photography and live-action footage for a cinematic gaming experience that pulls you on a whirlwind tour of downtown Tokyo. I recommend watching a trailer to see if it's your cup of tea. Shadows of Atom for $3.74. I've been waiting on this game to go on sale for a while after reading articles about how passionate the dev team was in creating the game. A retro RPG clearly inspired by the Square games of the SNES era. It uses an AP system to keep combat interesting while the story focuses on 4 unique characters. The Disney Afternoon Collection for $4.99. Visual remasters of 6 classic Disney games: Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers 1 and 2, DuckTales 1 and 2, Darkwing Duck, Tailspin. Sure, you could emulate these games for free, but with the low cost of $5 it is nice to just fire up games from Steam and know they will work. I don't know if I would recommend this to anyone who doesn't have nostalgia for the games, but for old people like me who grew up on these games it's worth revisiting. Opus, Rocket of Whispers for $4.49. Rocket of Whispers is a single-player adventure where players explore a vast snowy wasteland for rocket materials. As you dig through ruins and craft equipment to travel further, the story behind the demise of their world will slowly unfold through the artifacts you find. The game is story-heavy and might be too slow-paced for some. People Playground for $2.49. Fun and easy to use sandbox game where you can kill people in a variety of ways. Very reminiscent of the older Flash games from the 2000s, but with the low price and huge variety of sandbox tools it's worth it. Delete for $1.39 is a mini puzzler slash minesweeper that will remind you of hex cells. But it adds mechanics that makes it so much more interesting, such as 3D levels. The big shortcoming is its level design that is lackluster. You finish the game, and you still want more because the game was too short and too simple. Assemble with care for $5.59. A lovely game about repairing various items, such as electronics and mechanisms. The gameplay is relatively simple. It abstracts things away really well to focus on interesting aspects, but what really sets the game apart is the story, which is fully voiced and made up of multiple sub-stories that you dip in and out of. Keep in mind it's a very short game. My full playthrough was a little under 2 hours, but it's an interesting and relaxing experience all round. If I had one complaint, it was originally designed for the Apple Arcade, so some controls, mainly rotation, are a little fiddly with the mouse.